I've got 3 games from the Nintendo Switch eShop that I think you need to download and give a shot. Let's go check this out. Hello everybody, thank you for clicking on the video. I really do appreciate it. Today, as I said, I'm bringing you 3 games that you absolutely might just have to try for yourself if you are a Nintendo Switch owner. Now, I will say that all 3 of these games I purchased while they were on sale on the eShop, and sometimes they have discounts for indie games like this that go up to like 85% off. So sometimes you get them at an absolute steal, and then if they're at that price, you almost can't recommend them enough. So let's talk about the 3 that I have for you. First one on the list came out September 10th, 2018 by Ludic Studios, and this one is Akane. Akane is available on the Nintendo Switch and the PC. You can get it on Steam. It's one of those games that if you can buy on the cheap, it is highly recommended. This game you can play in 2-3 minutes or an hour-long stretch. It's really up to you. It's a game that feels like it was designed to be put on like a phone, so you could just turn it on, go play a couple rounds, and shut it down. This game is a violent tale of a woman that is on the run, out for revenge. It's set in a Neo-Tokyo-ish, very vibrant, cyberpunky world. Your objective is to kill as many people as possible within the round. Each round starts with 4 bad guys around you, and you can quickly chop them down and go from there. It has a very Kill Bill, Crazy 88 fight sequence vibe to it. There's just a massive swarm of bad guys that start coming at you, and you've got to use everything in your line of defenses to just protect yourself and kill everyone around you. This is a game that will actually humble you really quick, because let's say you get through 150 bad guys, you get killed, you go to start a new round, you think you're on top of the world and that you can do it right again, only to be sliced down by the first 4 guys that you encounter in the round. Kinda sucks, and it leaves you feeling like you need to redeem yourself. There is no leveling up in the game. There is a progression system, however. You can actually unlock new weapons and new items by doing different tasks. So some tasks may ask that you kill 20 enemies, kill 50 enemies, pull off a 100 chain combo, and it'll unlock said items. As it progresses, it really does get difficult. So you could be at it for a while, because this game can kind of spank you. So be ready for that one. But I can't recommend it enough. This game came out in 2018. And you know, here it is, 2022 at the time of filming this, and I gotta say it is highly recommended. So much so that ever since I downloaded the game and bought it, it has yet to come off of my memory card. Number 2 on the list is a game that I was really hoping would kind of follow in the footsteps of old series like Police Quest. It felt like from the screenshots it had that sort of, it had a little bit of a vibe from it, okay? If you were to compare the 2, then no, maybe not. But still, I was hoping for that. That's Beat Cop by 11-Bit Studios. Beat Cop has a very retro kind of feel to it. It's a very busy game. There's a lot going on the street that you're playing on, and that is what the game has going for it. This game is a straight love letter to everything 80s. I mean, it even has on the intro screen a little letter to the player talking about how much the team loves 80s movies and loves 80s references. The 80s references in this game are top-notch, through the roof. I mean, you can go up to each apartment building and see the names to actually buzz, and I mean, there's like, there's just so many references. I can't even list them here. I mean, you're seeing them on the screen right now. It's ridiculous the amount of names they got on this, but there's so much love for the 80s here. In this game, you play Jack Kelly.
Fellas, I'm Jack Kelly. I'm a lawyer.
No, not that Jack Kelly. You see, old Jack has been framed for stealing a senator's diamonds. Just watch the intro and you'll see, and you'll get it, and you kind of figure it out. So you are now tasked with overlooking this street. You're assigning parking tickets. You're helping random people out. There's one point you got to help a little girl find her lost cat. You end up at the pizzeria that's owned by the mob. There's gangs that come out. The cop that's teaching you the ropes the first day, it's his last day on the force before he retires.
I'm too old for this shit.
So dun dun dun, you know that's the end of him. So he gets whacked. You're left to give parking tickets, all while Jack's trying to pay child support and while he's trying to keep his evaluations high. You're given quotas for tickets that you gotta write, all while you're trying to just make everything work all at once, and everything's coming at you all at once, and holy crap, this game can get to be a lot. That being said, it's still kind of fun. It takes on a lot of qualities from Papers, Please. Unfortunately, it's not as fun as Papers, Please, but it's got Papers, Please in there. It feels like the game Party Hard, and it's still got a little bit of the, weirdly, a couple of elements from Police Quest. Prove me wrong. It's strange. I'm a huge fan of Police Quest, and there's a couple little things in there. It's not an adventure game, but still, it's still, to me, kind of feels like Police Quest. Huh, strange. But if you like having to write tickets and help people out, maybe consider a bribe from the mafia, all while the internal affairs have undercover agents out trying to watch you to see if you're taking said bribes, and you like that tedium and you like that craziness and that monotony, then this game isn't too bad. Especially the fact that I bought it for $2 on the eShop, which at the time of making this video is still going on. I still gotta recommend it. It's still some fun. For $2, why not? It's quirky, it's different, and it might find a spot on your memory card. And this last game is definitely not least, because this one, out of all three, I've had the most fun with, and it's engaged me the most. And that could be for the fact that it's two-player couch co-op, and if you've got a good friend to play it with, you could lose track of time playing it. And that's Knights and Guns. Produced September 10th, 2021 by Baltoro Studios. It's right here on the Nintendo Switch, and you know what? The game is a huge blast. The references I can say that this game takes is like if you were to take the gameplay from Buster Bros, the original arcade Buster Bros, and then threw like Doom music in there, you'd have this game. You're playing as a knight who's taking on hordes of monsters that can jump and flop around, are given guns, and you can only shoot up. You can't shoot sideways. This isn't Contra. You can only shoot up. As you shoot some of the monsters, they split off into two smaller monsters. It is a lot more fun than it sounds, because there's a lot of different types of monsters that are going to just come and ruin your day, and they're going to piss in your cornflakes, and it's going to make you irritated because you lost that round because you weren't expecting it. You could also come into contact with monsters that like to chomp a lot. Anytime they chomp, they leave their teeth behind as sort of bear traps, and that sucks, okay? The game always changes it up. Even when you think you're comfortable and you've got everything figured out, you don't. There's something else there. Like, for example, a golem boss that me and Kyle could not take out. So we had to go and build up some gold to go buy some more lives. And we got back into it. We decided to use a different weapon. And when we used the different weapon, it turns out we took that golem out within seconds. And we're like, why did we waste money on the lives? It's one of those games. This game will keep you coming back and back and back again, because it is really a lot of fun to just kill these monsters and collect gold. And then you've got, of course, you can go into the shop and buy the soundtrack pretty much to the game. You start unlocking that. You get different armors that you can use in the game. There's different little trinkets you can buy to kind of enhance your gaming experience. You got a lot of levels to go through, as well as different ways you can play the level. You're given the choice of 3 different guns to use in that level, and you get like a rating system for using those guns. Speaking of the soundtrack and buying music in this game, the soundtrack in this game is so metal. I swear, there's like music that it sounds like was performed by Metallica or Slayer or the guy that did the Doom soundtrack, okay? Like seriously, I would be blasting this stuff out of my car, and I actually may do just that. This one, at the time of filming this video, is still actively on sale in the eShop. I bought it for $3, and I highly recommend it for $3. I think the game retails for $15, and even at $15, it's still really worth it. So those are the games that I have to recommend for now. I do have more coming because honestly, this was from a list of a few different games I've downloaded since I've owned the Nintendo Switch. And I've had a lot of fun actually just browsing the eShop and finding games on sale that I would normally never touch. So we'll come back and we'll do some more of these because I really do it finding these games. I enjoy playing them and I actually enjoy talking about them. I hope it has helped you guys decide on if you want to try them or not. If you guys have any suggestions for games that I should be trying, of course, put them down in the comments below. And of course, if you would, it helps us out a ton. Please subscribe, and if you want to keep getting alerts, and click the bell. It's all that. So, guys, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Cheers.